I really get annoyed when brands do this. It's like super annoying. Hello artists, today I'm going to share my thoughts of the new Sennelier Pastel Pencils. I'm going to swatch them and play with them and tell you everything I think about them so far. Spoiler, it's not all good. Let me know in the comments if you've tried these and what you think of them. I would love to know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more artsy fun. Let's get started. This is a new product from Sennelier. There is similar product that I understand from an American company called Soho, but other than that, it's quite unique. Now, I bought a few, like 4 of these when I was in Paris in the Sennelier shop. I've never seen them. I haven't seen anyone talk about them. So I bought 4 just to get an idea, and I really, really liked them. I liked the line quality. This is a pastel pencil, it's woodless, and it kind of reminds me when I use it of charcoal. That is probably the most similar thing, but I love color, and so I don't use a lot of charcoal. This is the half size set, which is fantastic because you can get all of the colors for a really reasonable price, in my opinion. So I'm going to swatch all of these and show you everything. These are only like first impressions. As I said, I tried these before I committed to like the full set of the 48 colors. I think this is the full range. I try not to buy full sets of products that I don't know. I just want to swatch them so you can see the colors, and then you can decide if you want to buy a smaller set or maybe you want to buy them open stock. You can, but then you get a larger size. If you want like the half ones, which, you know, you can then have more colors for the same price, obviously less product, but just like more colors, then the half ones I think are only available in sets. I'm going to use my Pith sketchbook just because it's really nice paper. I like the paper for mixed media. So I'm guessing you want a paper that has a little bit of tooth to it, not something that is super, super smooth, because I think it'll just like not grip the paper as much. They are a little bit more dusty than I remembered, but that could be also because of the paper. And the nice thing with them, you can use them like the tip and then you get a very thin line, or you can use the side and then you cover a larger area. And they are definitely less messy than soft pastels, but you know, they're not soft. So far, I really like the colors. Sennelier definitely has a way with colors. Just want to show you, these are the full size one. I'm kind of like really disappointed that there's no ultramarine. Also really similar, just like slightly lighter. I really hate it when brands do this. If you have a color range of 200, that's fine. You have 48, like why are you making them so similar? Kind of like a Mars yellow, also really nice. It's also a little bit scratchy. Then we have, oh, this is a pretty gray. It's like a French gray. I love French grays. They're very kind of taupey, I would say, probably. It's a good characterization. Really like this color. This one is also pretty. It's giving me like a soft Naples yellow reddish, or even Naples yellow vibe, which is like softer, like a cream or like a soft apricot maybe. Then we have a gray, like a more like a bluish gray, or even like a purplish gray. It's actually pretty. It's not usually the color that I like, but this is pretty. This is just like regular kind of boring gray. Ooh, this I like. It's sort of like a Mars violet, I would say. Really, really pretty. Like it a lot. It looks black. And last but not least, well, there are different shades of black, definitely. Like I can see that difference. But they're very like fun. I really love the line quality. Hopefully you can get a bit of an idea. So this is one black. Super fun. It's really enjoyable to scribble with these. And this one has a bit of like a purple intensity in it. I'm not sure, but if you just like scribble like this, you're not gonna tell the difference. Okay, I really like these. My biggest disappointment is the blues here, that there's no like ultramarine, you know, like regular ultramarine color, like ultramarine. And they are identical. I'm gonna look at the specification. These two, can imagine that there's a difference, but this one's like a touch darker. I don't know. It's like, I really get annoyed when brands do this. It's like super annoying. What I do like, you can see there's like darks, they have light colors. The question is how will this look on other like toned paper or something like this. Obviously you can like mix them. That's fun. And I like the color range. Some of the colors are just like not my colors, like these reds, not exciting to me. The browns, not exciting, but the greens are great. You have some turquoises. These three also are just so similar. That also annoys me. Like you could have gotten rid of this one and put in some, I don't know, more exciting color. The question is, does it do something that my other supplies don't do? And I don't know that it does. There's something to be said about like the line quality and the feel of it. Like if you like working with charcoal, but you also love color and you want kind of that same feel, then I would say this is like a great option. It's kind of similar to pastel pencils, but then with pastel pencils you have to like sharpen them, and this one you don't have to sharpen it. It's not as messy as soft pastels, but it's still a little bit messy. You probably have to fixate it a little bit if you don't want it running around everywhere. I mostly used matte acrylic paint, so I think that works well with these. Like probably better than a more like glossy acrylic paint. I'm just like trying to think. I can fully recommend this. Go get these, they're amazing. I don't know, I have to like play with them a little bit more or a lot more with my papers, with my process. Oh, this I really like. Sometimes it's about just like finding the right combos, and it can be really specific, like, you know, get a nice, I don't know, terracotta kind of color and then layer it with a light pink, and that effect can like really you know, it can be like something super specific, but that could be enough to make you want to use a certain combination like over and over and over again, right? Also this one I really like this peach color, and then this. Question is, if I have a pencil in that color, can I just do that? Yes, I can, but I would say actually the pastel like looks better. I don't know if you can see. But the pastel kind of went on top in a more pleasing way. So this is like, you only understand this if you play a lot with different colors. Yeah, so this is actually a combination that I'm really enjoying now. Like to use it on top of watercolors on actually smooth paper. Interesting. So all of this testing and swatching, that's all very, you know, nice, but the real test is how does this product work with your actual process and painting. So I'm trying to see how I can incorporate it into my regular, let's say, watercolor gouache based mixed media pieces. If you've been around here, you've probably seen my process. I usually start with the Neocolors 1 or 2, and I do a sketch with them. Then I come in with watercolors, and then I usually end with some details using pencils, colored pencils. So I'm trying to see if the pastel pencils can replace or improve or add something to this situation. And to be frank, I don't know that they do. Like at this point, I'm really trying to figure out, I think they might be a fun product to go out with and sketch. As I've mentioned several times in this video, I really like the line quality, but I don't know that I get the pigment payoff that I get with my beloved Neocolors. And, you know, I just started to play with them, but when I think about, like, I would never want to part with my Neocolors. I would never want to part with my watercolors or gouache. And even colored pencils have become like this essential part. I don't know that these are so irreplaceable, amazing. I do find them enjoyable, especially you will see later in the process when I also start to use them kind of on their side and cover larger areas. I think that's where they become kind of more fun and enjoyable. And I could see myself, I think if I painted more outside of my studio, I think they would be like a fun addition to a travel kit where you could use them as like a colorful charcoal and also a less messy version of soft pastels. No, you don't get that like super intensity that you get with soft pastels, but you still get a really nice color payoff and that kind of chalky look and feel. Also, I like how you can like layer colors and blend the colors. And it is less messy than a soft pastel. So all of these things are in my head. I definitely felt like as I came out of this little trial, I came out with wanting to play more with them and kind of find where they could fit in my process. But I can't tell you that, you know, I was just falling in love as I was using them. I kept thinking, you know, I could probably do this with my Neocolors without the dust and a little bit more intensity even. I do like how they sketch, like sketching with them. This is one of my things. I love sketching with a lot of color and drawing with a lot of color. And so something like this for me, yes, it adds more possibilities because I'm not going to use charcoal. I don't really like to sketch and draw with black or like muted colors. So I guess this is where they could come in handy. I did enjoy really like getting into them and layering them. And also, if you dip them in like wet watercolors, it does like activate the pigment. All of these things I start playing with as this process progresses. So, yeah, I don't want to tell you that you should like run now and buy these. Um, if you asked me this about the Neocolors, for example, I would say 100%. This is like one of the best supplies out there. It's, insanely popular for good reason. And with these, I just can't say that yet. Also, I want to say like a few things that I don't know that I mentioned in this video before. You don't have on the half sticks, there is no number. So you don't know the colors. You have to kind of go and reference it with, I don't know, like the brand pages or something like this. I don't even know where you can find this information. So you might find it hard, like if you wanted to buy some open stock from the full size, uh, it might be tricky to find exactly all the information about the colors. As for the color range, it's nice. You can see I curated here like a more limited color palette. It's nice. It's not perfect. And as I said, I found it really frustrating and really annoying that there were two dark blues that look almost identical. Again, I can't tell because there are no numbers. I can't tell if I just got two of the same color because they were so similar or their range is actually that similar. I think these two blues are supposed to be, one is Prussian blue and the other one is indigo. I think that's how they call them. They look almost the same to me. Then there are three lighter, warmer yellow blues that are also incredibly similar. They don't look identical, but they look very similar, which I just find it to be frustrating when you have, it's a pretty limited color range of 48 colors. And then the browns are also, there were two browns that were like almost identical. It's just really frustrating and really annoying when brands do that. And yeah, it's, to me it feels like it's a waste. It's a wasted opportunity, and it's wasted money to like have, you know two colors, to have a set of 48 colors where you have two dark blues that are almost the same, three light mid-tone blues, let's say, that are almost the same, and two browns that are almost the same. And also the blacks are, I mean, I like the other black that they have. It's almost like a cherry black, but it's so similar to the regular black. So that to me kind of is a little bit annoying. You can see me now kind of getting more into it and starting to layer them. So I think that would be fun. I don't know that I would want to use these exclusively. I should probably try and see what I think about it because, especially if you're out on the go and you want to sketch outside of your studio, then it is very helpful to find products that can kind of do a lot of things or give you the results that you need without a lot of steps, especially if, like me, you really enjoy mixed media. Sometimes that can be really frustrating when you want to paint outside of your studio, but just the thought of, okay, what do I want to take with me when so much of the enjoyment of your process has to do with having a lot of possibilities and a lot of different mediums with you. So, yeah, I reserve the right to change my mind. As you can see now, I'm like, I can see some potential here. Um, they have certain unique aspects to them, but like, I'm not sure. So I would really love to know your thoughts. I think it's so helpful, especially with like a new product when you start like looking for reviews on YouTube and you don't know what this product is about, should you spend your money on it? So if you have tried this, I know that some of you have because we talk about these things in my DMs on Instagram and in the Joy Art Club. And in my emails, I love chatting with you about art supplies and all things art. So if you could share your experience, what do you think, how you like to use these, like what made them work for you? That would really help me and also the other viewers. So I hope at least you enjoyed this little swatch session and this painting. I can tell you about the painting. It was kind of inspired by things that I'm enjoying right now and a day in Vienna, just like a few things like the arches and the rooftops or domes of some of the churches and buildings in Vienna, and then some trees, just because the leaves are starting to change colors now in Austria, and it's really, really beautiful. It's a beautiful time. So I live in the countryside. I'm surrounded by the color changing trees and leaves, and then a few sun umbrellas, just because I really love painting them and sketching them. It's just really enjoy it, and a little fountain that I also saw in Vienna. And mostly I'm just trying to get a feel of these and see if I enjoy them. And I think here, at some point I was like, okay, more is more. Let's see how I can layer them, how I can play with them, what they can do. So yeah, I'm excited to play some more with them. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. I'm going to do a monthly favorite, and I'm going to do my birthday wish list. My birthday is coming up. I have a few things on my wish list, which I probably won't get, but I would love to share it with you and also get some ideas, like maybe give you some inspiration for your own birthdays or holiday wish lists. So that is coming. Make sure you are subscribed and get notified when I post new videos. So you want to ring that bell. I will see you very soon in another video. Take care. Bye bye.